President Donald Trump pardoned more than 1,500 people, all charged in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Trump says he also plans to commute the sentence of 6 others. More than 730 people have been convicted of misdemeanor offenses in connection with January 6th. Full clemency was given to hundreds of convicted felons. Trump had long pledged to pardon some of his supporters who stormed the Capitol, disrupting the peaceful transfer of power as President Biden took office. The attack led to the deaths of 4 Trump supporters and 5 police officers. Those who received pardons still have a conviction on their record, but they forgive the offense and restore the recipients' civil rights like gun ownership or voting rights. Commutations do not restore other recipients' civil rights. Now to extra perspective, President Trump has long said he'd issue pardons to those convicted of charges or those waiting to be charged for their roles in the January 6, 2021 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol building. And now the president has followed through on that promise, pardoning nonviolent offenders from that day and committing sentences for others. One of those punished for their actions on January 6th is former Otero County Commissioner and Cowboys for Trump founder Couy Griffin, who was convicted on charges of trespassing. ABC 7's Jason McNabb sat down with Griffin today. He brings us this report from our New Mexico mobile newsroom.
If I have to live the rest of my life with a misdemeanor from January the 6th, I'll carry that with honor.
Couy Griffin, proudly wearing his Cowboys for Trump hat, says he still doesn't have any regrets about what happened at the U.S. Capitol 4 years ago, nor does he believe he did anything wrong.
I'm glad that I went. I'm glad that I went and stood peacefully. I didn't fight with anybody. I didn't break anything. I didn't instigate any violence at all. If I did anything, I de-escalated it by praying with people that were there on that day.
He was convicted of illegally entering the Capitol grounds, a misdemeanor. Although he says he's, quote, paid his dues, his life looks very different now than it did on that day.
You know, I come to work for $15 an hour. I'm glad that I've got a job, but life has been very hard.
Griffin's actions led to him being removed as a county commissioner in 2022 and later being banned from ever holding public office in New Mexico again in 2023. He now works as a golf cart mechanic in Alamogordo. However, despite what President Trump has promised, Griffin says he's not interested in a pardon.
Whenever President Trump first spoke about pardoning the J6ers, I thought it was almost a little bit insulting to me, because guilty people need pardons, criminals need pardons, but innocent people don't. All I need is a fair shake in the courtroom.
He says he's currently in the process of once again appealing his conviction, the first of which was upheld by a federal appeals court back in October. Now, ABC 7 has reached out to the New Mexico Attorney General's office for clarification on what a potential pardon could mean for Griffin, specifically to see if he would still be barred from holding public office in the state. Now, Griffin says he's since taken a step back from politics, but says he wouldn't mind a position somewhere in the Trump administration or possibly running for Otero County Sheriff if he were allowed to do so in the future. For now, reporting in Alamogordo with our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, I'm Jason McNabb, ABC 7.